good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to wherever you may be in this world or whatever time you're watching or listening to this. Welcome, and I'm finally happy to introduce you to the LVM podcast. My name is Rebecca Benny, and I will be talking and sharing about my journey of losing my mother to homicide. I hope all of you will join me on my journey. So, some of you may be wondering what is LVM. For those who don't follow me or don't even know who I am, I started a brand called LVM ADVNTGE on August 31st, which actually marked exactly 6 years of my mother's death. I started LVM ADVNTGE to bring awareness to those who lost their loved ones to homicide, and it is directly inspired by my mother's name, LUZVIMINDA. Not only that, LVM also stands for loss versus mind. Even though I'm mainly advocating for those who lost their loved ones to homicide, I'm also here to support anybody who lost their loved ones to any other type of causes, and not even like for those who lost their family members or loved ones. I'm also here to support any type of loss. Could be financially, any type of relationship, or even mentally, because it's important to talk about any type of loss because each loss is important. So going back to the meaning of LVM and what it stands for, we all know that when we lose something in life or someone in life, it can really create a negative impact and bring us to a very dark place mentally. I've started this brand as a reminder that our mind is stronger than our losses and that we are stronger than our losses. You know, there is a point in life where our loss does take advantage of us, but I wanted to remind all of us that we're the only advantage that we need in life, which is where the advantage in LVM ADVNTGE comes from. Now, moving forward into more details about my mother's death, I also want to say that some of this information and details may be triggering only because it is graphic, and some may be wondering, like, why are you talking about this if it's graphic and people may not want to hear it? That's exactly the issue. It's important that we talk about these things because it happens every day around us and we're not aware of it, and we're not aware of those who it is affecting. So it's important that we talk about things that we may want to ignore, because ignoring things actually doesn't help anything at all. So moving forward, just a little background about what happened to my mother. She was killed by being stabbed several times by her coworker. Her coworker wanted money, and he had planned this for several weeks ahead of time. He targeted her mainly because of her height, her gender, as she was female, her demeanor, just the type of person she was. And he took advantage of that. He knew exactly what he was doing, and that's exactly what happened. For more details on that, I will be talking about it more obviously in further episodes of this podcast. But if you want to learn more about exactly what happened, I will leave links to some news channels that have her story and even articles for you to read if you'd like. But just for now, I'm just giving this brief description of what happened to her, and I'm here to share her story and to be that voice for other people that may not be ready to talk about their experience. I'm just giving my personal experience and I'm here to support anybody that may be feeling alone. I know exactly how it feels. So I just wanted to be like a person that you're conversating with and that hopefully you can relate to. If you all would like to share and bring an awareness with me, please follow me on my other social media platforms at LVM ADVNTGE, available on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and now YouTube. This podcast will also be available on different platforms, which we'll have available. That is, soon to come eventually later on. I want to thank all of you for listening to this and watching, if you are watching. And yeah, I hope to have you all join me in the future of this podcast. And hopefully you can subscribe if you want to. Thank you.